So today, I thought I would start a series in which I play a couple of my favorite games and talk about politics, philosophy, life. Today, I will be playing one of my favorite games and narrating just a couple of my ideas. So, I wanted to talk about how the idolization of an idea or person shapes the reality in which people live. So the interpretation that people have of their idols basically shapes their perception of the world and furthermore their function in society and reactions to certain situations. Now currently we have it so that idols are mainly those in entertainment and or religious leaders, but I think by shifting idols away from entertainment and religion and towards philosophy, history, art, and knowledge, we can better society. So, many people live by an individual code that is shaped by their idols and serves to shape their behavior, which in certain situations can be dangerous, such as at the formation of cults. By idolizing entertainers and religious leaders, the behavior that people exhibit can often be self-obsessed and toxic. To change this idolization towards philosophy, history, art, and knowledge will require people to think about morality in a more informed way, which I hope eventually will better all of society and move towards a more conscious state of living. Currently, the USA is in disarray due to the idolization of political figures. Not going to name names, but one represents quote-unquote traditional values, such as elitism, racism, sexism, all of that. And this further pushes people to feel like it's every person for themselves. There have been a lot of conservatives, Republicans, even some Democrats that say, it's those who are poor, it's their fault for being poor, which is not the case, and I'll get into that later. So, this idolization of this certain person stems from the entertainment industry, and he has gained a lot of support from religious organizations that desire the oppression of minorities and women. The reason that this oppression is desired is for personal gain in the form of wealth, which in the United States, wealth directly translates to power. The more money you have, the higher chance you have to influence the political sphere, which oppresses this working class to gain significantly more money without having to do any work. So the flaw in capitalism is that in order to be a viable, very successful business, you need to actively benefit from slavery and underpaying immigrants, the disabled, women, and lower class. And when I say slavery, I mean under the Constitution it is still legal as long as they are in prison. In the USA, there are more houses than homeless, more food than hungry, yet because there is nothing to gain monetarily by helping these people, many of them suffer until their untimely death. By changing idolization, by changing this idea that every person is for themselves, we can actively fix issues such as climate change, hate crimes, crime in general, homelessness, poverty, and starvation. As it stands in the USA, it is harder to survive than it is to fail and die. There are systems in place that actively contribute to the oppression of the poor, women, and minorities. Examples of this can be seen through the lack of hireability of the homeless due to the absence of a viable address, and they are often unable to be contacted. Another example is the prison system, which focuses on punishment rather than rehabilitation, and helping those in bad situations, which makes the percentage of repeat offenders higher. The percentage of people that are born into poverty and never escape it is over 50%, not due to a lack of motivation to work, but due to a lack of opportunity, since the elite's wealth is built off the backs of those in poverty. That's all I have for today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.